Hello average anglers, welcome to the Average Angler's Shed, and today I've got a bit of a gadget on my head. And you must be wondering, why has he got a torch on his head? What's going on? Well, a company called Armytek, that's the brand name at the top there, they manufacture these devices. This one's the Wizard C2WR, which I think WR stands for white and red, because it has a white and a red light. These guys have asked me to review this product, and in return I get to keep the product. That's it. It's as simple as that. I also get to offer you guys a discount to their website should you wish to use it. But that's where the deal starts and where the deal ends. So I'm not getting paid to sell it to you, and I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just reviewing it based on what I think of it. Now I did do an unboxing of it, but just gone through the footage and I weren't happy with it, so I'm starting again. So I'm not going to pretend like I don't know the product now, because I've played around with it for an hour or two, so I do know how it works. So let me just show you quickly how it does work. Press the button, it comes on, hold the button a bit longer, it gets brighter, hold it a bit longer, it gets brighter, hold it a bit longer, sorry, it goes into strobe mode, hold it a bit longer, it starts again at the bottom setting. Press it twice, it does exactly the same again, but with white, so hold it down, brighter, brighter, strobe. And then again back to the low setting. That is the light functionality in a nutshell. One quick press for on and off. Once you've selected the setting that you want, it'll come back on that setting last. Whatever setting it was on last is what it will come back on as. So if you're like me, you're probably going to use something like this on like a medium setting, because you don't want to wear the battery out and you don't see the point in having it on full blast all the time, and you don't want to keep cycling through all the buttons when you use it. That's a brilliant feature. It's rechargeable. It comes with a charger, which I'll show you in a second, and it takes about 2 or 3 hours to 2.5 hours I think it takes to recharge using their charger, and the run time of it from charged varies from, like, if you've got it on full blast, it'll get, if you put it on top mode, like the most powerful, it will last you 2.5 hours on the highest you can have it on. Okay, and then the most it will last is it'll last at 65 days, it says here, if you have it on the really low settings, which they call Firefly, which is like really low, it's like 0.6 of a lumen for the white light and 0.1 of a lumen for the red light. So really then probably not very usable, except for, you know, ridiculous scenario. So I would say 46 hours is probably a usable light level. 13 hours for the white light. Alright, that's still fine. You're going to use it for 13 hours. Even a couple of hours on the top setting is pretty good really for something so small. So let's have a little look at it a little bit more in detail, because there's more to it than just a head torch. And this is the bit that interests me more than the head torch really, and that is, well, let me just mention that it does twist like that, so you can tip it down and tip it back up, but the torch comes off like so. It's just held on by a little, well, by quite a heavy duty rubber band, so it's off really quickly and really easily. Now you've got a handheld torch with all the same functionality, same button, same rules. We can have a look at what it's made from. That, from there to the bottom, is one solid piece of aluminium with a screw cap on. That is a machined, to me it looks like it's been machined out of a single piece of aluminium, and it's threaded at the bottom to get the battery in and out, which is a heck of a battery. So this is where you get your battery life from. It's got an O-ring there because it is waterproof to 10 meters. It's also rated to be dropped from about 5 meters, but I haven't tested it. I have dropped it by accident a couple of times. I think I've dropped it from about 2 meters. I had it at head height and I was trying to test the magnet on it, and I dropped it and it landed on a hard tiled floor, no damage, so it's pretty good. The glass is toughened and the glass is recessed as well, so it's pretty tough thing, and that's what I like about it. That's where I think, for me, this is ideal just to chuck in a toolbox, and you know that it can rattle around with your tools and it's just not going to break. The bottom, if you just unscrew it a quarter of a turn, all the functionality is gone. So it saves the battery and saves it, you know, saves you running the battery down or accidentally leaving it turned on. That's good, nice little feature. The full power, it's 1100 lumens, which may mean something to some people. I'm not really sure what that means. It's pretty bright. When I shined it in my eyes by accident, it was pretty bright. I was like, well, can't see anything for a couple of minutes. The red light that's on it is 230 lumens, so a little bit less, but that's the point of the red light, to be more stealthy. As I may or may not have mentioned, the stealthier light that carp anglers sometimes use at night, so that they don't annoy the guy on the next peg or the peg opposite on the lake, and also just to avoid any opportunity to startle any fish or any creatures. It does have a clip, so if you wanted a clip, you can just put a clip on it. Really, really tight that is. You can clip that onto a t-shirt, you can clip that onto your belt, anywhere you want. Really hard to get off, it's not going to let you down. That's quite good. I was really impressed with the quality of that, because I've got a bit of a big head and this is quite weighty with that battery, and it, you know, it's held it really, really firm on the tests. I'm just going to have a little look, make sure I've not missed anything. Yeah, so I think if the top of the light gets too hot, up to like 50 odd degrees, it will lower the light automatically. So it's got all that built into it, so you can't burn yourself on it, because obviously there's a lot of power coming from that light when it's on in a small space. That's it. They're the main features of this device. What impresses me the most about it is just the build quality of it. You know, it is actually built really well. It's like, you know, you could hit it against something and it won't break. And it's nice compact size, and the light's really bright. And I like the fact that like the charger's really easy to use. So it just clicks on the bottom, you plug it in. It's great. Also, let's just show you a few little. This is my toolbox hiding behind here. My toolbox. But because the bottom's magnetic, it's dead handy, because you can do things like that, which means, whoops, I'm actually going to put the weight of a big blanket on it. So you can open my toolbox with it, it's quite strong. But the beauty of that is, you know, you can use it to light scenarios like this, or if you're under a car bonnet or anywhere where you've got a metal surface, you can use it as an extra pair of hands, which is very handy. Which I also like, because that's the sort of thing that I would do a lot, because I'm a sort of fix things that should be thrown away kind of guy. And then if we come down here, I'll show you the charging. It's dead simple. Plug it into the charger, put it on the bottom. Now there's different lights for different things, so we're flashing here, which means I've forgotten to unscrew the bottom. As I unscrew the bottom, it's now telling me it's fully charged, because I've had it on charge all day. If the light went solid red, then it would be charging. When the light went flashing green for a few seconds, that's it just assessing how much battery power there is, and it's gone green. There are some orange warning lights on there as well for if things are dirty or whatever, but I can't really replicate those, so can't show you them. So it's not just a simple plug it in thing, they've thought about that as well, which is quite good. Let me reposition you again. Last time. We can talk about price, we can talk about the deal that we've got. So if you want to buy it from the guys that sent it to me, that is Armytek themselves. That's armytek.com. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, I'll put it in the description. If you want to get a discount of 15%, 15, then you, at the checkout, you can go into the promotion code bit and put average angler, all one word, average angler, no capitals or anything, and you'll get a 15% discount. I've tested it, it works. Now, as I said, I'm not affiliated with these people, so there's a caveat to this, and that is that if you buy this product, you'll get a lovely discount off it, but then you've got to pay $30 to ship it from China. They're manufactured in China. They're designed in Europe, but manufactured in China. And the problem with that is it puts more money back on than you've saved. So I did a quick calculation based on the current current exchange rate. You're looking at 80 quid. If you go online, you can buy this for 70 quid. You can buy it for 69.95 if you shop about and have a look for some UK businesses that have imported some of these products and sold them. So my advice is don't use my code and don't you go to that channel now. And that's probably not what Armytek want me to say, but essentially, if you did want to buy one, you're still probably buying it from Armytek because they're manufacturing it and shipping it over here anyway. So whoever they're shipping it to, selling it, so it's still a sale for them. So I can't see how they can be too upset about it. The best one that I found quickly looking was Torches Direct. It was $69.90 odd, but I don't know about whether there was any delivery on that. I didn't check, but you can get it on Amazon free delivery for about 72 quid. But there was only one of them left. So yeah, by all means, get one if you want to get one, but I wouldn't use the links that I've been given just because you could get it cheaper. Unless you buy more than one, then it probably works out a lot cheaper. The product actually is, for the price, you're probably paying about 60 quid for it with the discount, which is really good. It's just a shame that you end up paying 20 quid's worth of blooming delivery, because for 60 quid it is a really, really good little bit of kit these days. I've seen how much these expensive head torches go for. You know, I've seen head torches for 100, 150 quid, and I think this is up there with them in that respect because of the dual functionality of it. So there we are. There's a little bit of a weird review from my channel, but I told Armytek I'd do it and I've done it. So thanks for watching, guys.